Alright, I am back, and I guess this game we're playing Abandon, and same teammates as before, and this game was pretty slow paced, honestly. There was nothing too quick about it. I mean, I used DMR this game, and coming from a BR to a DMR, it's a little bit different, because, like, your shooting style is a little bit different, so you're gonna see me doing some sloppy DMR right here, but, you just have to get used to it. People who say that DMR is it's more skillful, like, it's just a different way of shooting your gun. It isn't anything more skillful. It's just it's like driving two different like supercars. I mean, they're gonna drive differently, but they still get the same results out. But here, I'm gonna choose DMR. And enough with the DMR BR thing, 'cause I think that thing will be settled, because I think Ghost Yami's on that right now with settings and whatnot. But right now, like I said, with the whole MLG community, they're gonna want armor abilities. They're gonna want um, this more gameplay that's like attuned to what they're usually like going for. Because you look at the Infinity Slayer, you see people like 30,000 players on, then sometimes you see Slayer Pro 800. You know, like Slayer Pro is not appealing to people because they don't have that they don't have those armor abilities. They don't have half the ordnance drops and whatnot. They don't have all that. And people on Infinity are gonna want that. So I guess MLG is gonna have to cater to the fact that people are gonna want uh, ordnance drops, and they're gonna want armor abilities, and which I know probably for sure they're gonna have that. And I was on the forum the other day, and I saw some kid. He said he got access to these maps. You can download them. Not they're not illegal. They're not bad or anything. But like it actually takes off sprints. But the thing is, I guess people wanted sprint off like an option. But I mean, if they're not gonna make it an option, then don't take it out forcefully. Because I don't think MLG is gonna use maps that are or game types that are modded to make the sprints go off. Like they're not gonna do that. Plus, people are playing the game with sprint, so they're gonna be so used to it. They're not gonna want a game without sprint. And then you see, I guess kids arguing and defending it, but I mean, it's a certain thing. They're not gonna use those game types unless we get to a point where the next title up. They released their first part of the title update, but I think the next part's gonna be more drastic. They said, and I think that keeping sprints, armor abilities, and ordnance drops, I guess, is gonna be a must to have people like playing MLG again. Like in Halo 3, it was huge. I mean, Halo 2 even got on the USA Network. I remember those. I remember those days. And Halo 3 got big. It was probably the biggest turnout for MLG for Halo that I've seen. Honestly, it just got people watching. I remember my friends like they'd be calling me up. They'd be like, "Hey, Blake, you're watching the VOD right now?" And I'd be like, "Hell yeah, dude! I'm watching fucking everyone going crazy, straight ripping, final boss, and everybody triggers down. Like everyone is just going like crazy in Halo 3. It was pretty fun to watch, and like you didn't get bored watching it. And Halo 4 has to be the same way. You have to get people to watch it. So I think they're gonna have to include everything. I think with armor abilities and whatnot, I think having just the basic like thruster pack, maybe jetpack on the map. I'm not really an advocate of jetpacks. I just don't like it, honestly. It just breaks setup so easily. I like the idea of holding like I guess people are gonna be complaining about, well, you don't want to have stalemate games like in Halo 3, even though they were the most interesting to watch. I guess Halo 2 and Halo 1, you can relate it to like basketball, where it's like it goes back and forth. But then in Halo 3, it turned more into football, where it's like people had the ball for 4 downs, and they had positions for a long time, and then eventually they break, and eventually people like the other team gets the ball and they get a setup going on. So it just goes back and forth like football, compared to like Halo 1 and 2 with like basketball. That's the best way. I just bullshitted that right now, but that's the best way I can think of it. And right now, in regards to the gameplay, I see, like, I'm using the saw right now, and it's a really fucking crazy weapon. That's like some crazy Call of Duty weapon right there, and I never expecting that. It's a badass weapon though. This is something I'd see like on fucking Halo Custom Edition for the PC, and this shit's pretty crazy. I like it, but it's a really quick kill, and I think having one of these on the map could be crucial compared to having like rockets or some crazy like some other stuff. I think having a saw on the map could balance some power weapons out. And I think for ordnance drops, having some drops that aren't too powerful. I mean, you don't want people like coming with freaking binary rifles and shit. I mean, I guess there's some that kind of just break competitiveness. Like you see stuff like I guess like increased speed or even the power. I mean, I guess I wish there was more. I wish there was more customization in the beginning of Halo, so people got used to it versus them releasing it now because people are gonna want what happened before versus what they might come out with. So people who don't want like sprints or people who like sprint, they're gonna want sprint and MLG versus if they came out with the setting to get off a sprint, if they had a game in if they had like a game type in matchmaking where it's like just straight up hardcore, like team hardcore, team pro, team slayer pro, like if it just had no sprint, had like no ordnance drops, nothing of that. If they had a game type like that, I think MLG would have been a little bit better off with the settings that they wanted to go with. But I think having to cater to everybody is a great is the only way we can do it. And right now, I guess I'm advocating a lot of what people have already said, but I like to get that out, like I guess on YouTube, just to have people know what is going on in this community. I guess because we're not the biggest community. I mean, you had Bungie kids, now you're gonna have 343 kids, and you're gonna have all these kids and whatnot, just like not part of MLG, and you see it because MLG kids are gonna be playing MLG, and like Team Slayer Pro, and you're gonna see 800 people online. That's kind of bad for us, and you see 30,000 on Infinity and a lot on BDB and whatnot, even Regicide and SWAT especially. And I guess people want to play more of those games. I guess 343 I guess needs to release more customization, or they should have done it in the beginning. But it doesn't matter now. It's all over and done with. As I'm saying now, I think we should let's keep moving forward with everything and not have to worry about too much and just see what goes on with Ghost Yami and what he's going to be up to. Other than that, I love this game. When I first logged on, like I said, being able to out BR someone was the most amazing feeling ever. Because in Halo Reach, it wasn't just like you had to like pace your shots. It was kind of boring, honestly. Like it wasn't just the fact that it took skill or didn't take skill. It was the fact that it was just boring as fuck to me. Like having to pace your shots, pretty slow gameplay. It just wasn't me. And like I guess the DMR is a pretty funky weapon compared to what I'm used to. I guess people are gonna complain like it's not about what you're used to, it's about like advancing and like going forward with everything. But I think having a good balance of weapons is important. And when I first logged into Halo 4, I noticed I out BR'd people, and it was the most amazing feeling in the world. I loved it. It was pretty fun, and I'd like to see it more going on. And in the future with weapon choices and whatnot, like I guess being able to have DMR and BR, which I mean I guess you could say kind of screwed up a lot of things in the sense of picking a utility weapon, but I think Halo 4 is an amazing game. It has a lot of potential to come even better. If 343 decides to release better map packs that cater to everybody, not just the BDB side. I mean, I guess they said they're gonna release small, medium, or whatever. They're gonna release those kind of size maps, and they come out with these maps that are like you can see they're like those maps that have like pure devastation, like the aftermath maps and whatnot, and like you see like in Call of Duty and whatnot. I mean, it's just get that Halo feeling back. People want to play Halo because it's Halo. People don't want to play Call of Duty on Halo. I mean, if they want to play Call of Duty, they're gonna play Call of Duty. So I mean, like you can see that reference even in the default settings for the buttons, you can see that B is to crouch, B is to go prone, like just like in Call of Duty. So it gets people who want to play Call of Duty into that. But 343 had to realize you're not going to get more people to play. It's just a matter of sales to them. I guess keeping people on their game isn't like it's important, but getting those initial sales are important. And I don't see how having just releasing the game Halo, name game Halo, is going to get you a lot of sales. But there's no need to have to model it after Call of Duty, I think. And I guess you could say it's what they had to do. I don't think so, honestly. It's just Halo has its own feel, and I hope to God in 5 and 6, and maybe Call of Duty dies down eventually, because I see that now. Like people have been seeing like the death of console or the death of console gaming or like console gaming, blah 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 blah. I don't think so, honestly. I think a lot of people are spending their fucking time in Call of Duty. They need to play some more games, honestly. Just not just Call of Duty, because you had people all around. You had people in the Tekken, you had people in Super Smash, you had people all these places. But I guess to get the biggest community, they switched over to Call of Duty, and I'm still always gonna be advocating Halo 4 and Halo games all the time. Because I'm just tired of seeing, like, I played Call of Duty. I had friends who been competitive Call of Duty. I got better than them like in a freaking couple weeks. It's not that hard to like be good in Call of Duty. Just fucking maybe you might know a nade point that I don't fucking know. It's just the matter of just fucking zooming in and just fucking shooting the first time you see somebody. I like that idea of teamwork and going around, because in a Call of Duty you get shot once, you're just fucking dead. you lost your fucking position. I think people might say that's fucking hardcore. I don't think that's hardcore. I like the idea of having your team being able to help you out, and being able to consistently hit and kill somebody, not just getting your first shot off. I like the idea of actually having to aim your fucking gun and shoot somebody versus just point and click. I mean, that's just not me. And the older Call of Duties are way better in my opinion too. And I guess where they're going now, I guess they're mass marketing this whole thing, and it's just fucking crazy. It's just taken away from other games, especially Halo. And people might say I'm mad about that because I'm a Halo fan, but yes, I am. But also towards other games, because you see people not logging on to any other games for like competitively that much anymore. I mean, you have your PC ones, you have freaking StarCraft and League of Legends, but that's a whole different PC realm. That's a PC realm right there. I'm talking about console gaming. That Call of Duty has kind of just came in and swooped and took everybody up. So I'm hoping for later Halos, and hopefully 343 realizes that they got one of the most prestigious like games in their hands. They have Halo. I mean, it's just an amazing game. And why do I care about this so much? Honestly, I don't fucking know. I'm just talking right now. Like, go make a video, go make a commentary about a game that you prefer to play, and I'm pretty sure you can talk about it for fucking like 20, 30, 40, an hour. Like, you can just talk about it forever. Because I mean, people need to talk more about what they think and get what their opinions out there versus keeping them all in and just not saying anything or being shy. I think I've been playing Halo forever. I've never even released a commentary or anything, and I think the later games I'll commentate more on actual game aspects, jumps, and more just more strategic things. But right now, I guess I'm getting my ranting off about Halo 4 right now. It's an amazing game, so much potential. This game is probably one of the best Halo games, if not like not the best, of course. I mean, there's still other games that people will prefer, people's playstyle and whatnot. Because I played Halo 1, especially on the PC. That's where I got my one on like was Game Wars, like I think, and just playing Game Wars and whatnot. That stuff's fun to me, I think, and I miss it. And playing Halo Custom Edition 2 brought back so many memories where people made their own maps in 3ds Max, and people made their own vehicles. I even made my own vehicle on like some of you might know those little black entertainment centers that are pretty much like, they're very small and they have wheels at the bottom, and they're literally only like 1.5 feet or 2 feet high, and they're just fucking like wheels, 4 wheels in the bottom, and you can just move it. It's really small, and I made that. I built that in 3ds Max like in fucking like 10 minutes, and I made that into a fucking vehicle in Halo. So you saw me like driving this fucking Ghost. Like, you might think it's a Ghost, but I made it into my fucking chair. You can switch the whole biped around and like actually position how you sit. And so I did that into my fucking chair. So I'm rolling around in my fucking black entertainment chair, killing people like it's a fucking Ghost. And I have the fucking, I put little blasters on it too, like the fucking Ghost, and I was shooting people with that. I mean, just those days are fun too. I mean, I miss those days too, and especially with Halo 2 super jumping, I kept a lot of people going on glitching, get on the maps and whatnot. You had probably like a third, not maybe even a half of those casual gamers just straight up glitching, getting on maps and whatnot. Halo 3 brought more of that team play, teamwork perspective, and you also had these skulls, and you had some mysterious things going on. But I guess in Halo 4, I never got to the point where I wanted to go in campaign and search for secret shit, I guess. I mean, I guess it's just more of that solid game that's trying to base it off Call of Duty. Call of Duty doesn't worry too much about single player versus its multiplayer, because its single player is pretty fucking bland, and I can say that for the most part, because I played most of the Call of Duties single players, and they're pretty fucking, like, they're not great. It's just some random bullshit stories, and I play video games to get away from life. I don't play fucking video games to fucking jump back into some realistic shit. Sure, you might add jetpacks, but shit, I mean, add fucking armor abilities or add some crazy shit like Halo did. I mean, Call of Duty is never going to get away from their comfort zone, and that's what people are doing too. They're never going to get away from their comfort zone, and they're going to stick to what they think is comfortable to them, and they kind of reside to Call of Duty for that. And I think people need to play more games that are coming out, because games that are coming out are like amazing now. You see Dark Souls 2 is coming out, and Bioshock, all these cool games are coming out. Borderlands 2 is a fucking amazing game. I played that game for fucking hours. Like, games like that are coming out, and I think people need to play those kind of games more versus just playing some bullshit like Call of Duty. I mean, even for Halo, if Halo were to ever get to the fact that get as big as Call of Duty is now, I think people need to stop and smell the fucking flowers. Like, people play video games, and it's just a way to get away from reality. Because right now I have fucking finals coming up. I need to be studying right now, which I'm gonna jump on that, and studying for finals. I got like 2 presentations and like 3 finals to do still, and I had like a week and a half to like probably like 4 days till I have to do the presentations, and like a week till I do the finals. But I have to jump on that shit. But I mean, it's just a nice way just to get off and just get off of reality and just fucking enjoy something that you love. And I hope more people see that in the future, that they should just start getting away from their comfort zones. Just like it goes down from like a broad perspective even to a small perspective. I'm talking about gaming, I'm talking about life, I'm talking about even in-game like in Halo. Getting away from the norm, like of the Halo 2 and Halo 3, getting away from your comfort zone, adding an armor ability, sprint. Even in gaming, getting away from Call of Duty, Halo, playing games like Borderlands, Dark Souls, and Bioshock, and even in life, just like go around, just do whatever the fuck. Something different from the norm. I'm not trying to fucking preach like life here, but I'm just saying like people in general need to stop and get away from the fucking norm already, because that shit's ruining the, I guess, the creativity of what could be going on right now. And I'm hoping to God that this shit goes on. I mean, hey, look, it's 2012. I mean, it's crazy because just growing up, it's just years of fucking flying by, and I guess being in college now, you kind of think more on the perspective of life and where you want to be at. And I see the world now, and it's just like, damn, like, I'm a sophomore in college, and I'm just like, it kind of sucks. You have to go through this basic. You kind of have to go through this sad, like life, this stagnant life of just fucking the system of life. And I'm gonna talk about that probably in a different video because I kind of want to talk about that. I'll talk about that later. But going through the system of life, and it's not that fun. It's just I wish I could do something, I guess, different from the norm and like go out and do something. But like, you know, it's kind of difficult at the same time with all these restrictions that I guess people have put on. But anyways, back to gaming in general. In general, you can relate life to fucking gaming if you want to. My life isn't gaming. My life is going to school, my friends, like hanging out, just enjoying myself, and I just wish everyone can just see the facts that people need to deviate away from the norms and go into something that they're kind of uncomfortable with and get comfortable in that. I think in that we can advance life and game wise and anything wise in general. That can relate to work, that can relate to how you do your projects, if you even computer design, even to fucking fashion. I don't even care, like anything. Just deviate away from the norms and we can make things a lot better. The fact that we're keeping stagnant is the fact that stagnant with the whole familiar gameplay or familiar anything is the reason why we're coming out with the games that we're coming out now. They might be fucking AAA titles, but they're still kind of bland in the sense of creativity and different things. I mean, they try adding so many things to fucking they have like a fucking cake and they keep adding too many fucking sprinkles on it. We need a whole fucking new cake. We need something different. We need something going on. I mean, I guess you can keep the same premise, but at the same time, add some more unique shit to your stuff, not just fucking bland shit. So I think with that, I will end it off. And like I said, if you want to keep watching, just hit like, hit subscribe. I don't really fucking care. Just fucking just watch my videos or give me some views or something, because I just want to get my voice heard, I guess. I mean, it's not too important, but the fact that I guess I like expressing myself in different ways. I guess being able to do that on YouTube's a great thing, and hopefully more people can actually hop on that bandwagon and start just saying what they want, not just fucking watching somebody talk. You don't want to watch people talk. You want to talk. I know you want to talk. You don't fucking want to sit back and do nothing. Just talk. It's not that bad. You're on the internet. I mean, unless fucking someone like hacks you and exposes you and shit. I mean, it's not that bad to fucking say something if people agree or disagree. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be like people disagreeing with the stuff I say, but it's just a matter of having your own opinion. No one's a fucking dumbass. I mean, no one's fucking dumb for what they say. So just say what you gotta say. And I'll be back with more commentary on actual Halo, and I might even talk about different things like what I talked about today. So I probably will separate this from the video before and make these 2 separate videos, because I talked about Halo and the DMR BR battles going on the last time, so I'm probably going to separate it. So for now, I will log off of this one, and hopefully people can, like I said, get out there, do what you gotta do.